Welcome back to another video, guys. So there is no fall damage in this game. So let's say I just pass this part, right? Then I can just fall down the slope and I won't have any damage. And I can go inside a little tunnel. So in order to make a tunnel, it needs to be 2 blocks wide. Place my tube wherever I want, something like this, so it looks nice. Um, then I can, you don't need to add any decoration here for the tunnel, but you can add these blocks over here to look like it's an inside tunnel. You could just go straight down. The only reason that this dirt background is here is just a placeholder, right? So let's say you have a straight fall through. You don't need to use these tunnels. Whenever you're creating tunnels, you want to use this. But let's say it's just a free fall, then yes, you can just keep it as this plain dirt. But for now, you can use this as a background. You don't need to put anything here because when the player goes through this tunnel, this is the first part, you won't be able to see him. So look, we can just do this. So now when we go through the tunnel, it actually feels like we're in the inside. So we're just going to first create the background of it. I'm going to start using the swipe tool. Okay, so now this way I get to define where I want it, and then we can move it to where we need. I'm going to zoom out to, use a movement speed. Okay, look at that. Okay, so we're just going to define our entire tunnel. When you make a tunnel, you don't want to do it one by one because I told you the swipe tool. You can just create the whole tunnel. So make the entire tunnel a rectangle, however big you want it to be. And this way you won't have to deal with spaces and you'll be able to work really fast. When you do have spaces, it becomes a little bit of a slow process. Okay, so this is how big my whole tunnel will be this size. Okay, so whatever size I swiped it to, this way I don't need to take care of this background by like deleting tiles and stuff. So now we're going to create like a little border around this. Kind of like this. You could fill in the rest of this dirt with the border, but I'm just going to do like, one piece as a border. I'm going to go like that. Actually, that does not look very aesthetic. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay. You can go here, transform current, and then you can make the scale a lot less. So now look, now when I place these tiles, it's a little less. We can make it like 0.4, or without swiping. Okay, 0.45, I think should do the trick. 0.5 should do the trick. Okay. Now you can just like, without swiping, you can just place it. Now look, there's no gap now. So now you can just first swipe wherever you need it to be. So we're just going to swipe here, and then we're going to bring it down to that area. Because look, we can't directly place it. Okay, so now we're going to swipe all of this. Okay. Correct. Don't need this block. Okay. Swipe all of this. Move it down by 4 times speed. And then go back to 1 times speed so we can adjust it to be right where we need to be. Alright, voila. Look at that. Now we got our first border. But wait, the player needs to enter too, because this cannot be a solid area. But then we need a bit of a background here. So we're just going to go back over here. We're going to go to our background tile. Okay. Okay, as you can see, I just did that for us. So you'll notice I'll cut some pieces. Like, once you guys get the point of something, I'll just speed up those parts so that you can just follow along. So just create 3 like that. Bring it down. Okay, now look, we can just enter through this area. And this first part is a little gap, right? So that blends in with the background, and these are borders. And now we can have regular size tiles. So go back to the first page of blocks. Oh, make these back to 1 time size. Then obviously swipe them, but look, they don't exactly go where we want. So we're just gonna have to like bring it to the side and then move it after. Alright, look, we're able to swipe all that, swipe all this. Alright, and we're able to move this. Alright, look at that. So that's a nice border. Move this up. Oh. So it reaches, okay. And then you can make this border back to being a 0.5 as well if you want. Really up to you. Look, and it almost perfectly fits. We just have to move it up by a bit. Nope. Please stop. Okay, like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly cut this part. I'm gonna move all this stuff up. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Actually, I'll just show it. I'll just go like this. All right, now look at that. So now it kind of matches the top part, which was small too. Make this go back to 1 times. Okay, go like this. If you want to make your border like fill in with that part, you can. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So, whoa, yeah. So we're just gonna go. Yeah, we can move that up anytime. And of course, we can't zoom out any further than 150. It's just a limitation, but that is okay. Reason behind we get like glitches if we do that. So that's why 150 is the max zoom out. So this will be the max zoom out, but the max zoom in is pretty well done. Anyways, so now we can move on. Bit of just a block over here. Deselect, not delete selection. Actually delete everything rather than just deselecting. Go by 4. Okay, so this is the base of our tunnel. Next video we'll actually fill things in. All right, look at that. We have a nice tunnel. Okay, I'm just gonna go over to the part where